What if all that hard work you've been grinding through, the late nights, the endless hustle, the one more thing mentality, is actually holding you back from the upgrade you've already earned? Hello, all. I hope you're doing well today, because today we get to talk about stop working so hard. It's time to upgrade. I know some of you are like, yes, we need to stop. So let's do so. So come on in, have a seat. I'm having my cup of tea. Let me know if there's something that you need. All right? All right. So let's do this. I mean, I really need you to sit down for this one. Really do. Because I'm going to need you to unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, because we need to talk about the inheritance we received. Yes, we received an inheritance. We sure did. But here's the truth. I don't mean the good here or the family recipes. I'm talking about the inheritance of no rest. You know the voice. It's the one that whispers, you can't stop now. You haven't earned it yet. It's the voice that says, if you aren't sweating, you aren't working. But sugar, let's be real. My ancestors worked so I could be successful. They did not work so I could be tired. But look at us. We are mad tired. Mad tired. We are taking vacations. Well, some of you are. We are taking vacations, but we aren't resting. We're going to the spa, to the salon, to the nail shop, but we're checking emails in a row. We're checking emails while the chair's vibrating, while our feet are being scrubbed. What are we doing? That part. You think it's a break. You think a break is just the pause button on the grind. But that's not it. It's not. You don't need a vacation. What you actually need, a strategic pause. Here's the trap, my dear. A vacation is a temporary escape. A temporary escape from the system. You leave, you breathe. You leave, you breathe. You leave, you breathe, but then you come back to the same burning building. Nothing's changed. A strategic pause is when you stop the work and fix the hardware. What? Stop it. It's an architectural redesign of your life. Yes, we'd be happy to redesign our rooms, redesign the house, but we don't spend the necessary time to redesign our life. It's the moment that we realize, and I pray you realize, that you've been trying to install a 2026 legacy on a 1998 internal cognitive operating system. And sugar, it's glitching. It ain't gonna work. Stopping, I know, it feels dangerous, especially to us high achievers. They're like, what? You want me to stop? You want me to fall behind? I can't do that. But you cannot build a skyscraper on a foundation riddled with saboteurs. I know, I just said a whole lot. I just said a whole lot in that statement. What I'm trying to say is, but you can't build tall on a foundation that is shaky, that's on sand, that is not stable to actually receive it. So here's what I'm going to share with you. There's 3 phases that we got to go to. 3 phases. I call them the restore, rebuild, renew. Restore, rebuild, renew. And here's exactly how we have to approach them. So let's start with restore. Phase 1. You have to audit your energy. You heard me. We got to audit it. We got to audit it just like we do our bank accounts. I hope you're auditing your bank accounts. If you're not, you got to start that too. But let's focus. Let's focus. Let's focus. That's another call. That's another conversation. We must audit our energy. So what I'm asking of you, for you, is that just for 1 week, look at everything you do. Don't try to list it out now. I'm not asking for that. As you're going through the week ahead, each thing that you do, does it drain your energy? Or does it give you energy? Write it down. Get your list. Gives me energy, drains my energy. Write it down. This is for you to know, because you can't build, once again, a skyscraper on a cracked foundation. We have to intercept the code that tells us that busy equals valuable. It doesn't. So let's go to phase 2. Phase 2 is when we rebuild. We are trained to build a resume. We're told to do that after each job. Update your resume. I like to tell my folks at the end of each review period, update your resume. Less to do after you're done with the job, just saying. But on that resume, we list what we did for them. Remind you, on that resume, we list what? What we did for them. In that pause period, in that strategic pause, I want you to write an unresume. Yeah, you heard me, an unresume. Who are you when you aren't performing? Who are you without the title? Why am I asking you to do this? Because the reality is, that's your North Star. You can't design a life if you don't know who is living in it. Just saying. Just saying. You cannot build new walls. I'm jumping ahead because I'm all in it now. All in it now. But I didn't tell you I'm about to get into the renew phase. Phase 3 is renewal. Renewal. You cannot build new walls until you clear the land. Have you ever tried to build something on rubble? It ain't gonna work. You gotta clear the land. So you need, in order to clear the land, you need what I call an architect's no list. You write down the task, the people, the expectations that you are demolishing. I want it to be clear. No, period. That's a sentence. Or you can, no, exclamation point. That too is a sentence. You got to get rid of the things that no longer need to be true. And once you have that cleared land, you can now start building that life that you choose by design. So you got some work ahead of you this week. You got to audit your energy. You got to write your unresume in that strategic pause period. And you got to clear the land with your no list. And once you do so, that's the opportunity to choose your first domino. You know what that first domino is. You know when they stacked up and you push the first one and then everything falls into place. Identify your first domino. Now, don't give me 10 goals. I know how we are. Like, I want to get this, and this. No, one. Let's focus on the one right now. One. Whether that's a new hire, whether that's a new boundary, whether that is one internal cognitive operating system upgrade. One. Give me that one thing that will make everything else easier for you. The pause is real. And the pause is about lining up that first domino so that when you move, you move with absolute architectural sovereignty. It's yours. So let me be clear. You do not have to earn your rest. Rest is the work. The strategic pause is the work. Your legacy isn't built on how fast you run. It's built on how well you stand. Stand up. Take the pause you need, dear. The world will wait. The kettle is on. Let's get to work. Have a question you want me to deconstruct at the drafting table? Go to asktiana.online/ask and leave me a voice note. Thank you so much for joining me at the drafting table. Remember, this is more than a podcast. It's a community of architects, and we are all building together. So you do not have to build alone. Until next time, keep building.